Hi, everybody. It's a really emotional day around here. I took Jack to the bus stop this morning, and when I came home and walked up to my doorstep, there was a package waiting for me. Um, and I knew what it was when I saw it, because when I get packages from my publisher, they don't look like this. So my next book, Made Whole, Made Simple, arrived on my doorstep this morning, and I've worked on this for 18 months, and it's, now finally seeing it, holding it. Ah. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Look at her. She's here. My manicure is really bad, so excuse my nails. But look, guys, she's a real girl. I mean, it means the world that she's finally here in my hands. And it's crazy to see both of my books together. This is wild. Look how much information I've made. Hi, Jenny. Hey, girl. You know the feeling? Oh my gosh. So I think this book, I cried a lot when I opened this package. This book has been a labor of love. It's, I would say, harder than my first one to write. And I'll tell you why. The recipes, thank you. I'm super excited. Writing easy recipes is often harder than writing whatever I want, because Made Whole has really foodie creative recipes in them, and I just kind of let my heart go. But this one, I hear you guys. I see your comments. I hear you when you say you need fast and you need easy and you need doable and you need approachable, because you want to feel better, and you might not always have time to cook. You might not even like to cook. And I hear that. I'm really receptive to your needs and your comments, and I read every single review. I read every single review. There's over 600 reviews for this book on Amazon, and I read every single one. And I took that information and I put it into sculpting this book, which is what you wanted, what you needed. And the fact that she's here, and look how beautiful. There's I love the white spine, but she's a real girl. Oh my God. I'm just a mess. I'm all super emotional. This book, after I wrote Made Whole, I did the Nutritional Therapy Association program. So I'm a certified functional nutritional therapy practitioner. And what that education taught me was why paleo and AIP and keto had helped me, and also their limitations, and also going beyond the food, and also how you can eat, all the feel-good foods in the world, right? That's a concept I introduced in this book: feel-good foods, worth-it foods, and hard-no foods. But how, if you're not properly digesting food, it doesn't matter what you're eating, you're still not going to get better. And all the things that we do to mess up our digestion today. So I'm going to give you guys a little tour. Do you guys want to see inside? Hey, Thomas, I'm going to see you in Denver dinner. And yes, I'm so excited. So actually, let me show you, actually, since Thomas is watching, I'm going to show you. He was one of my teachers. And I learned a lot from him. And it's really incredible to put into play not only my culinary skills, but truly be connected to the nutritional training. So there's a section in here. Well, first of all, check out this page. This is one of my favorite pages. These are affirmations, and there's this shape, so you can take a picture and save them as your screensaver on your phone and have them with you, because the power of thoughts and positivity is super important in healing. And to that end, there's this amazing section. This is on the vagus nerve and autoimmunity, and it kind of connects the dots, the mind-body connection, and how chronic illness often manifests in those of us with trauma, maybe even unresolved. But I do still cover elimination protocols, but that's just 2 pages of the book. What I really cover in the front matter of this book, the sections of the book, are the foundations of health, and essentially the way that I was taught the food as medicine approach in my training is And it's, the thing is that when I learned it, I'm like, this makes so much sense. And then I applied it to my life, and I apply it with my clients, and I see it work time and time again, because it's not about everyone needs to be on the same diet. It's not about everyone needs to do paleo, everyone needs to do keto, everyone needs to do IP. It's that we all have this equation, this unique equation in our bodies, whether it's, you know, digestion, or, you know, digestion can be upper GI, lower GI, liver, gallbladder, whether it's, you know, being sympathetic dominant. So this book walks you through the foundations of health and how to optimize your body, each section, each system in your body. So the foreword is by Chris Kresser, which this means a lot to me because Chris Kresser is just such an amazing figure in the functional medicine community. And I really respect him. If you don't know who Chris Kresser is, you can just, he's been on the Joe Rogan podcast several times, but he works with Dr. Mark Hyman at the Cleveland Clinic. He also created the Adapt Health Coach program, and he's the author of The Paleo Solution and Unconventional Medicine. So it meant a lot to get Chris Kresser to write the foreword. And a section which I know you guys have heard me say this a lot, but burn the wagon. And of course, there's more affirmation. There's a lot of affirmations. But this is also where I introduced the concept of the feel-good foods, hard-no foods, and worth it foods, right? And then the house won't fall if the bones are good. So I don't know if you guys listen to country music. I do. And it's one of my favorite songs. But essentially, the bones are the foundations of health, right? And so it's such an awkward thing to try and show you the book while I'm like, so then we talk about, oh, look how pretty, like all the graphics. So blood sugar regulation, we really go into detail there. All these sections have these pharmacy graphics. So I didn't want to just give you information like, here you go, good luck. I gave you the information with the tools to apply it. Every section, the book is like, when you're going to read the section about digestion, you're going to learn how digestion works. You're going to learn how dysfunction occurs in the digestive system. But then you're immediately going to have actionable tips, things you can do today, because I find that often missing in books. It's either telling you only what to do and not explain the why, or it's telling you the why but not the how. And so I give you, look at these beautiful, and all these graphics are hand drawn by my friend Joanna Albright, who's an extremely talented illustrator. And so we break down digestion thoroughly, and then you get how to optimize digestion. And so there's actionable tips, and there's little info boxes everywhere. And we talk about how to optimize blood sugar regulation. Hold on. And then the section has like the pharmacy graphics, right? We're talking about how to manage inflammation with fatty acid balance. And we're talking about, this is a section I really like too. Hold on. We're talking about metabolic flexibility. So a lot of the questions I'm getting about this book is Made Simple still low carb, or is it still paleo, or is it still AIP friendly? And yes, you can get all these statistics on the link there's in the caption. There's a bunch of links. There's links to the pre-order giveaways. There's a bunch of giveaways going on for pre-orders. There's a bunch of freebies, and all that information is in the caption. So you can win a bunch of free stuff, and everyone gets the free self-assessment. But yeah, the recipes are still allergen friendly. They're gluten free, dairy free, nut free, nightshade free. They're low carb. They're meant to be your baseline, because this book isn't about diets. It's about finding your unique path. But I wanted to give you recipes that were going to make you feel great no matter what. And because I can cook, the recipes are really enjoyable. And on top of that, all the recipes in this book are one pot, sheet pan, pressure cooker, slow cooker, or no cook. And so something we talk about is the ancestral template. And look at this beautiful map of kind of like what our ancestors were eating. And then in the kitchen handbook, we talk about autoimmunity and leaky gut, and things that nourish that endocrine system. Do you guys want to see the recipes? I just always feel like the front matter is the most interesting, but I guess you guys really care about the food, right? Um, anyway, so I'm super excited about this book. All the tools, so lots of resources, and batch cooking and meal prep plans. Really exciting. Thank you so much. And the kitchen handbook has some really good, has a good ingredients swap section. So, you know, if you're looking at the recipes and you're like, well, I want to modify it, you can refer back to this page and make the modifications that you need, right? And so the cool thing is, there's one of the things I love about my publisher is that they really create easy to read books. And so look how cool. So if you see here, you can read the recipes, and there's one pot, pressure cooker, sheet pan, no cook, coconut free, all the little symbols. There's even little symbols for recipes that are 5 ingredients or less, or 30 minutes or less. And then I'll show you some of the recipes. All right, let's see. This is a spring chicken with baby zucchini. What? That's a sheet pan recipe. Okay, there's 2 fried chicken recipes in the book because the girl likes fried chicken. This is an egg-free breaded chicken tender recipe, and it's AIP friendly. And then there's this one, which is the legit fried chicken tenders, and these are like real deal deep fried chicken tenders, but they're like practically 0 carb, and they're so good. No inflammatory fats there. There's a delicious teriyaki noodle bowl. There's a really good teriyaki sauce in here. Let me see. Ooh, breakfast sausage soup. Yum, so colorful. Mustard beef and broccoli rice sheet pan stir fry. So sheet pan stir fry. I love the sheet pan meals. There's a lot of sheet pan meals in the book. I will say the vast majority of the recipes are sheet pan in one pot. And then all the pressure cooker recipes and slow cooker recipes have, like, you can do it one or the other. This is sesame meatballs and broccoli, another sheet pan. Meatballs and mushroom gravy. This is a slow cooker recipe. It's like a Swedish meatball situation. I did a best recipe video for those. Oh my God, so good. Burger bar, so amazing. There's actually a bunch of seasoning blends in the book that I created for you guys. If you guys have any questions, thank you, Thomas. Protein avocado toast. What? Let me show you guys in the side section. Hold on. So there's, oh my God. What? This. There's so many good recipes in here. It's been so hard to not share these recipes with you guys. There's a fiber-rich naan recipe. This recipe, I use the nut-free bread roll recipe like on my blog, and I modified it. And these are so chewy, and you like make them in the skillet so they cook up really fast. Oh my God, the chicken chips. Hold on. I kind of showed you guys these before. Lamb lollipops. Get out of here. So I love crispy food. You guys know this about me. What? Sog. And chips are the hardest. I think like chips or crispy food is the hardest thing to come by, when you're like, you're doing low carb, you're doing this, whatever, nightshade, so that recipe, those right there, yeah, those are made out of chicken. What? And they're so good. It's like pita chips. And the amazing thing about having chips made out of protein is that it's really, really hard to overeat protein. So like you can snack on them to your little heart's desire, but when you're done eating them, you're going to be thoroughly full if you just had a meal. So if you eat chicken chips with guac or chicken chips with like a pesto, and I have several delicious sauces because you guys know my sauces are bomb. So then you have like a meal. And so, oh my God, my everything sauce, this is the kind of sauce I make in my kitchen on a daily basis. I just haven't shared with you guys until now. There's another dairy-free cheese recipe since people love my cheesy recipes. This is more like a white cheese. They're called Mott's, so like fresh mozzarella. And they're made out of vegetables, obviously. There's It's a blender guac, like an avocado crema, which is so good. So you can have the chicken chips with that, and it's like a meal. Um, onion and bacon spread, like crack in a jar. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm just so excited about this recipe. I mean, all the recipes are so good. Look at this. This is a flourless chocolate cake. No sweetener added. No sweetener added. Flourless chocolate cake. It's beautiful and elegant. Pumpkin pie squares, super good. I actually made those last week and I was eating them all week. They're so good. Look how beautiful. I love this page. Look at this, how pretty, the chia seed pudding 5 ways. So we've got blueberry muffin. We've got blueberry muffin, boosted latte, peanut butter and jelly, golden milk, and chocolate chip protein. And these are great for, honestly, they're in the dessert chapter, but they work as like snacks too. What else do we got in here? Ice cream, no churn, avocado ice cream. If you guys like my avocado brownies, you're gonna love my avocado ice cream. Let's see. I'm so excited. Look how pretty. Okay, anyway. I can't believe she's here. So other really cool, exciting stuff about the book, other than she's beautiful and elegant. 140 sheet pan, 1 pot, easy recipes in this book. They're all allergen friendly. They all have modifications and allergen guides and all that stuff. No, the normal cooking stuff you can expect from me, except the front matter is not diet specific. It's all about getting away from diets. A lot of you make dietary changes, you feel good, then something happens, it stops working, and you kind of get like stuck. And I want you to feel unstuck. I want you to have the information that you can use forever. So you can apply the information in this book and the recipes in this book and essentially just like feel good and have the confidence to navigate your wellness. So Chris Kresser wrote the foreword, which is really amazing. In the back, Diana Rogers, Rob Wolf, Dr. Will Cole. I got like the support of some of my heroes for this book, and it really meant a lot. And she's just so pretty. So much information, so many recipes, full color. Oh my God. You know, oh my God, I didn't even show you like some of the seafood recipes in here. There is a shrimp curry. I have a client call starting soon. I gotta go soon. But there is a shrimp curry in here. Oh my gosh. That is okay. What? These are life changers. I've made those for people who don't like salmon and they love those. Look at this. What? Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just beautiful? And so you're like, curry, nightshade. So for my nightshade free people, in the front matter, sorry, not in the front matter, in the meal makers chapter, look how beautiful, look how pretty this looks. So essentially I have 4, castaway seed blend. You're going to be putting that on everything. I love these pages. Okay. Anyways, I'm super excited. I'm super proud of this book, and she's going to be available anywhere books are sold. March 10th. You can pre-order now. Look at my babies. Look at my book babies. Like a proud mom. Oh, God, so emotional. So yes, you get free stuff. So not only do you get this book, but when you pre-order and email your pre-order to madewholecookbook@gmail.com, you get a self-assessment guide, and the self-assessment guide matches the foundations listed in this book. And so you can be like, oh, maybe it's my liver gallbladder, so it's digestion, maybe it's my fatty acid balance, maybe it's my blood sugar regulation. So essentially the self-assessment gives you, it has a video too where I explain it, but it gives you symptoms that you might be experiencing, and you kind of say, I have it all the time, I don't have it, whatever. And then you correlate, you kind of tally up your points, and then so you kind of, you have an understanding and insight into where dysfunction could be occurring or why you're having these symptoms. And then when you get this book, you can be like, oh, I need to go to you know, the blood sugar regulation chapter or the digestion chapter, and you can read that chapter, and then you're going to get actionable tips to support that system to remedy the imbalance. Hydration and mineral balance. I just did a blog post on this and I included this graphic. It's interesting when you work with clients as one-on-one. Hydration is one of those things that you're like, you just get people to drink more water and they're like, oh my God, my skin, I'm not nauseous anymore. My skin looks amazing. I'm not constipated. And I'm like, yeah, water. So anyways, I'm so excited about this book, and I'm so proud of it. And again, it's very like, look how pretty the little fuel sections chapter. It's not, you know, it talks about like cholesterol, so many of the questions that I get on a day-to-day basis. Look, it's me and Justin. I use us as an example of like metabolic flexibility. Like I'm primarily fat burner, but I sometimes use carbs. Justin's primarily sugar burner, but sometimes he's in ketosis. And I kind of use us as examples that it doesn't have to be black and white. And yeah, and I'm just, you know, like I talk a lot about hormone health in here. There's a really comprehensive chapter on hormone health and how to eat to support the endocrine system. So yeah, you guys, I officially have written 2 books. I'm obsessed with this, with this white spine. Not this book, wrong book, this one. Okay. All the links are in the caption. Make sure you get your pre-orders in. Email your pre-order to madewholecookbook@gmail.com. You will get the free self-assessment. You will get entered to win 3 months of free health coaching one-on-one with me. And there's also the Pimp Your Pantry giveaway, where if you're in the US, you can get over $200 of amazing. There's a picture. It has like Primal Kitchen mayo, coconut aminos, raw cashews, ghee, all these organic seasonings, olive oil, hemp hearts, mustard, dark chocolate chips, matcha, vital proteins, gelatin, like top-notch ingredients, over $200 of food. You can get it. You can enter to win. Pre-orders now. She's real. She's here. And like in a month, she'll be out in the world and in your hands. And I guarantee you, it's going to change the way you look at food. It's going to change the way you think about diets. It's going to change the way, it's going to give you freedom from diet rules. And it's going to give you the confidence to make choices based on your needs, not some plan. Because you can't live on a plan forever. You have to know your body and know what's going on so you can make the choices that benefit you. So I'm extremely proud of this book. I hope you love her as much as I do. Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to message me or email me or just comment on this post and I will get back to you. So make sure you get your Made Whole cookbooks and, you know, change your life today. I mean, I get the messages I get from people. It works. It works. I mean, I wouldn't do this. I don't do this for like, because it's good, you know, like, I mean, I do it it is fun, but it's a lot of work, but I do this because it helps people. And when I get emails saying that people have put their condition in remission, or they've gotten off their medications, or they're no longer in pain because they've applied my recipes and my practices, it's the most rewarding thing in the world. So get your pre-orders in, get your freebies, enter the giveaways, and make sure to RSVP to meet me on book tour. I would love to meet you, give you guys all a hug. It's here. Bye.